Hey, welcome back to Locally Florida. Today I am talking to Duel Christian, who is president of Seville Savories Food Tour. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
And you're not only president, but you're also the tour guide for Seville Savories. Can you tell me a little bit about what all that entails?
We are a walking food tour in downtown Pensacola, and we dine in 5 different establishments. And we get smaller portions of what they normally have on their menu. So you're getting about 2,000 calories each time you come on a tour. You will be very full, so wear your stretch pants.
Ooh.
And I talk about Pensacola's general history, about from the Native Americans who were living here through the Spanish and the French and the British, all the way through till about when we became an American territory in 1821.
Oh my goodness, so you go way back.
Way back.
You combine the storytelling, the history, the culinary of all things Pensacola food.
I do.
Well, how did you get into that? And you're a Pensacola native.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a Pensacola native, and I grew up in East Hill neighborhood, and I attended church right downtown, First Methodist, so that's my stomping grounds. My grandparents had a office on Tarragona Street where the News Journal used to be down there. So I grew up downtown. And my grandmother was the president of the Historical Preservation Society, so I was voluntold to go to historical things my entire childhood. So I did grow up immersed in Pensacola history, and it's fostered a love of history from early hominids all the way up to Vietnam era and on. So
Pensacola does have a lot of history.
We certainly do.
We really do. And it sounds like you have deep family ties here. Is there one specific dish that you offer on the food tour that maybe shaped how you see the city?
No, not really. That's just, because these are all, Pensacola's dining establishments are so eclectic. And, we've got, Latin American and seafood and barbecue and hot dogs and Asian and so on and so forth. So it's just really a melting pot now. So there's really nothing historical with the actual foods we're having. It's just things that the individual restaurants do that's unique to them.
Well, how do you pick which restaurants you go to for the food tours?
So I did some rough math, and I figured out there are 56 places to eat in downtown Pensacola.
Oh, okay. You know more than I do about it.
But we can't walk that far out, so we generally stick to Palafox and just a block or so off of Palafox. So that way we're not walking for miles and miles. But there was criteria. The place have to be big enough to fit a tour in, because I'll do anywhere from 2 guests to 14 guests.
Oh, wow. Okay,
so they have to be big enough to fit enough of us in. They have to offer something that's unique to them. You're not going to get chicken fingers on my tour. It's going to be something that you don't really get anywhere else but that particular restaurant. I have to like the staff. I have to like the menu. There's a whole bunch of criteria, but I have a waiting list of restaurants that want to get on the tour if something changes. So
I believe it, and I like that you curate each of the experiences to the restaurants themselves, not just the food, but the staff, the establishments, and then obviously the tasty dishes that they have.
I met with the chefs and the managers and owners of each restaurant, and I sat down with them and I said, what can you do that represents the restaurant that can come out quick, because we're only in each establishment about 20 minutes. We want to feed them and move on. So something that can come out fast, but that's unique to them.
So when people want to go on this tour, where do they go? Do they go on your website to sign up, or how do they find out about it?
My website, everything's on there. It's SevilleSavoriesFoodTour.com. And there are gift cards available for sale for each of my tours, my afternoon and my evening tour. So that's definitely a big thing at this time of year.
Well, I know people are going to be going there to sign up, because I'm already hungry just talking about all the food. I know when we were talking a little bit before the interview today, you mentioned that you have a background in TV. So
I do.
Have done some cooking shows.
I've done many. I worked in television in production for 27 years. And I've worked on hundreds of episodes of cooking shows, from local cooking shows here at Cox, all the way to nationally syndicated shows on PBS.
Oh my goodness. Well, that entire journey all the experiences you've had with doing TV and being a part of the production of that. Has that played to the actual tour
That's how
itself?
I learned how to cook.
That's how you learn how to cook?
That's how I learned how to cook on a TV
tell me that story.
TV set. Yeah, I just being in there, and I'm an inquisitive person, and most of the time I was right there with them with the cameras on their hands and things, and I get to know the chefs and become friends with them. And a lot of the TV shows, the chefs would have their recipes written out on a piece of paper, and they were just throwing them away. And early on I said, like the PBS show, can I have that? Oh yeah, take it.
That looks good. Yeah, let me
go ahead and take the recipe home.
Oh, wow.
And so I've got a stack of recipes from chefs all over the place that I've worked with, because they were just going to throw the paper away. So it's mine now.
Well, that's really interesting, Duel, and I've just enjoyed our conversation today, getting to know your background and all about Seville Savories and the dishes that you have on your food tour. So be sure to check out your website. Say it one more time for the folks at home.
SevilleSavoriesFoodTour.com.
Go there to sign up for Duel's food tour in downtown Pensacola. All right, we'll be right back.